Well, good day, Michael here. Today, mainly for Joseph of Diamond Cut Steel, who's just got an HX outdoor knife, which he's very happy about. And I've got an older model, a bit different perhaps, but still an HX outdoor. And this is a D2 knife, which I've used a bit. And it's been alright to use. I haven't tested it on the new rope as yet, so I thought I might do that now because he's about to do cut tests and stuff on his new one. So I thought I'd do one on this older model to compare it. And it too should have come with a ferro rod, but when I got it, it had no packaging and it had no ferro rod. And the seller never applied and blah, 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 blah. So it is what it is. It was cheap anyway. It was a pretty good deal at the time. It was around $20 or so. And it has been sharpened to 800 grit. And just looking at it now, it's not perfect. So I thought I'd do 800 first, and it's about 18 to 20 degrees. I thought I'd do a cut test on that first and come back, do some cuts, and then show it when it gets close on 3000 grit without doing the whole bit, just to shorten the video a bit. So that's on the 800. I tested before the Kershaw Camp 5 and it got 50 cuts. So I should imagine this will do similar, but I wouldn't expect it to do a lot more than that on past experience. So let's see how it does. The D2 knives, so the 704 gear did 130 to 140 cuts, and the Beluga in D2 did close to 100 cuts, just to give you a comparison. So let's go. Sorry about that. This whole table shakes, and for some reason I'm having issues with my camera. Oh, now I've lost count. I think I've got one more. I think that's 10. Yeah, see, I'm already starting to see some wear on that edge. And we have a catch. Yep. We have a catch. So that wear is actually causing issues. cut's all right. That one's okay. All right, we'll keep going. But yeah, I can see where it's starting to wear. Still cutting all right though. Make 20. I can see some glinting along that edge. But it's still cutting. Somehow. Which is surprising, so it must be the profile of it is helping a lot. Maybe it's more like 17 degrees. Right, well, it's 20, I'll give it 10 more, but I think that'll be it. That'll be 30. That ugly band-aid I've got on my thumb. When I was sharpening this, I was just testing for the burr and got a bit clumsy and went really silly. But occasionally it happens. It doesn't take much to do that. You're just kind of in a bit of a rush, trying to feel the edge, you run your hand the wrong way, bam. All right, I think that's got it. It's definitely getting some hiccups now. And a big jag. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, see, it's still... It's just that jump. Otherwise it would be going through it. But there is glittering along the edge. Quite a... You'll never see it on my camera, but quite a bit there. So I'm going to stop it there on 30, under what I thought, what I was hoping for. And I'll put it on a high polish of 3000 quickly come back. I will do 30 cuts and then I'll start the camera again and we'll see where it's at. But at the moment, yeah, not real good and definitely glittering along that edge. All right, righto. So I've done 30 cuts and resharpened it to 3000 grit, and I did remove the fatigued edge at the start. Oh, that was a tear. That's a cut. So there is a bit of a jag there on 30 cuts, and I can see a little bit of wear there, but probably not as bad. Just a slight little jag there. That one was all right. Yeah, you can see where the jag is hitting there and tearing right there at that little thing. But I've got to say, it's actually not well, it was the same, wasn't it? Or maybe the other one had more wear across the edge. That one was all right. That one was all right. But that one had the jag. Yeah. So some of them are okay. That one, jag, 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 and jag. So we'll have to stop it there. And pretty much the same. So it really is quite a bit of a glitter right on that spot where it's bent. So again, just like with the Kershaw, it's not really giving much away, is it? You'd have to have more of a long range cutting thing, or have something a lot more sensitive, like your cuts, Joseph. That is harder to cut though, for me, than when it was on the 800. Now it's getting harder to cut. Whereas the 800 grit wanted to keep performing. So yes, they both had hang-ups at that point, but the other one with the 800 grit, I think, despite that blemish, would keep cutting better and for longer, although it's quite sharp except for that one spot. So at the moment, just to conclude, I would say that I would stick with the 800 because it's just quicker and easier to sharpen to 800 rather than using more stones. And I'll just try some more knives, I guess. When I test it, I might test a 3000, just keep collating data. But nothing at this time has really stood out to me with the last couple of knives that I've tested. But again, we're looking at 30 cuts there on D2. So, sorry Joseph, but this one from HX Outdoors, underperforming. I hope yours is better. I really do. Goodbye.